Hello, my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope you're all doing fabulous. I hope you're all choosing to be the versions of yourself that have exactly what you want. And I expect you to take me serious with my maleficent horns on, because today is the day before Halloween. What the hell does that have to do with conscious manifestation? Well, y'all know Halloween is one of my favorites, right? Christmas and Halloween, my number ones. And I always have my annual Halloween live stream. So yes, these are serving as the reminder that we will have a Halloween live stream tomorrow. I am shooting for the goal of after 2 p.m. So please join me tomorrow. You know, and if you're just new, well, first of all, how you doing? I'm Kimberly. And I'm Sassy Pants, and I like to have fun, and I like to make manifestation fun and not be so damn serious and depressing and stressful and all that shit. It should be fun. It should be lighthearted, and that's what we do over here. Now, keeping up with the conversation, I would love for you to subscribe. We have fun over here. We have fun while we're busy getting what we want, okay? So join me tomorrow. Join me if I had to. Oh, what does Maleficent have? She doesn't have wands. She's got damn wings. Okay, I was going to wave a wand. Show up tomorrow for the live stream. And although, yes, I call it my annual Halloween live stream, it's a live where you can come and ask anything you want regarding conscious manifestation. But we have fun. It's a good time. All right, I'll stop selling myself. Well, almost. If you would like to work with me in any way, shape, or form, all of that information is in the Dropbox below. That was in the screens that maybe just went by, as well as check out my 3 channel memberships. I encourage you to take a look at the VIP, the Advanced Manifestors, because that's the group that gets you into all of the groups for one price. Okay, we'll shut up now. All right, let's talk about getting what you want. Like, duh, right? Why else are you watching content? Because you want to get what you want. You want your life to change, right? Maybe you want things to be better. Maybe you want more money. Maybe you're manifesting a specific person. Maybe there's just something about your life that you don't feel content with. And I invite you to take a look at that area of your life and really think about the story you've been telling about that area of your life. And let me just remind you, yes, I absolutely require that you take me serious with these. Okay, I'm not taking them off. Everything about ourselves and our world is something we've learned through conditioning, through beliefs, through stories we've been telling. And I believe everyone on this planet has at least one area in their life that they would like to be different. Some people have all different areas. I will tell you, when I first found conscious manifestation, I would have told you every area in my life I would like to tweak. I would like something to change. So don't panic if you're thinking, it's every area, Kim. It's okay. Mine was too. What I needed to do to get those things to start changing is I had to stop agreeing with the stories that I had been telling in my mind all my life. Now, granted, we start our life journey by learning beliefs, right? We're conditioned by our parents or our caregivers, teachers, our friends' parents, co-workers. Everything we know is learned. The only thing that is absolute is the I am. I am. I am the I am. You are the I am. Every one of us are points of consciousness or aspects of the I am, experiencing physical reality. And we've been given the gift to wake up and change our life. Wake up and choose our experience. But when life keeps happening to us in 3D reality, it doesn't feel like we are choosing. It doesn't feel like a choice. I know it doesn't. It didn't to me either. But what I had to start doing in order to allow changes in is I had to stop giving in to my senses. Now, we maneuver and interact with 3D reality through our senses. So we've all been conditioned to get around 3D reality, experience the physical, and believe and trust what our senses are telling us. So from there, that we can make decisions on what our next move is going to be. And that is independent of whatever it is you're manifesting. When you are finally awake to understanding that you are the light, you are the light of consciousness experiencing physical reality, one of the biggest things that starts to change is we stop relying on our senses. Now, I'm not telling you that, if you smell a candle burning, you got to tell yourself you're not smelling that candle. No. But our senses, what we might see in front of us, we're not seeing everything. That is basic science. We are not seeing everything that's actually in reality. We have a filter that filters out a lot of shit because our so-called physical brain can only take in so much information. We can be experiencing something. We can have someone sitting right in front of us, and we could be having a one-to-one conversation with that person. And that person could say, I really don't like the weather today. It makes me feel like going to sleep. And depending on what version of ourself we are being, and if you're new to manifestation, by version of yourself, I simply mean whatever state of consciousness you're embodying. Another way of talking about your state of consciousness is thinking about a different version of yourself. So let's say when you're manifesting a specific person, and right now you're embodying the version of yourself that believes they are not experiencing a happy, loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. Maybe you believe you're experiencing no relationship at all, and you're trying to manifest that. But your specific person just doesn't seem to want to commit to you. Definitely isn't showing up the way you would prefer. So let's say you were sitting one-to-one with your specific person right now in this moment, and your specific person said to you, I really don't like the rain. I don't like this kind of weather. Just makes me want to go back to sleep. And it just happens to be raining today. The version of you who maybe is still embodying a version of yourself where you believe you're not good enough, that love doesn't work for you. The version of you that is very much in conviction that your specific person does not want to be with you. So we're still in that chasing energy as well, right? And your specific person just said that basic sentence. Well, there's a good chance, and again, this is just an example, that when you heard your specific person say that to you, based on the self you're embodying, the self you know yourself to be, lots of selves, what you might have heard was, all right, so they're using the weather, they're using the rain to let me know they don't feel like hanging out with me today. They're dropping hints that they're tired because he's just not saying he doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to hang out. He wants me to leave. And all your specific person said was, I don't like rain. I don't like this weather. It makes me sleepy. I just want to go to bed. And you heard someone giving you excuses to not want to hang out with you. And I know, what a silly example to use, but I can speak for this because I remember, maybe my specific person didn't say that exact word for word line, but we were discussing the weather, and I remember hearing that and thinking, oh, He wants me to leave. He just doesn't want to hurt my feelings. Yeah, that's where my mind was. Right? But the version of me, or now the version of you, who believes you're more than enough. I'm more than enough. We're both worthy and deserving of a loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. And if we heard the same exact sentence again, we would interpret it completely different. If I heard my specific person right now say to me, I hate the rain, right? I don't like the cold rain. Makes me sleepy. I just kind of want to go to bed. How I would interpret it from my more than enough, good enough version, I would hear it as, he doesn't like the fucking rain. Doesn't like the rain. It's raining today. He's sleepy. That has nothing to do with me. Now I know, maybe not the best example I've ever used, but think about how many times you've had conversations with your specific person or with anybody that you've dated in the past. Maybe that relationship ended. Can you remember doing things like that? Hearing just basic information come out of your specific person's mouth and you interpreted it completely different. It's the same sentence, right? It's the same conversation. But based on which self we are embodying, what state we're in, we sense something completely different based on who we are, based on the conditioning and the beliefs that we've grown up with. So when we want change in our life, when we want a loving, fulfilling, committed relationship, if you're manifesting money, you want to be a multimillionaire, and your bank account, when you open up that app, you see with your senses $75. How you react to that, how you respond is a signal, is letting you know, what do I really believe? What have I been carrying around as baggage or a story? How am I interpreting? Okay, I want to be a multimillionaire. I look at my bank app. I see $75. A version of me who believes she's a broke ass bitch would see that and say, I don't even have $100 in there. What am I going to do with $75? I don't even think they'll pay the 3-month garbage bill. All negative. Negative. Money's hard to come by, right? It's difficult. You got to work hard to get money. But instead, the version of you, the version of me who is claiming to be a multimillionaire and really is doing their best to step away from the old beliefs, the old thinking, the old versions of ourselves, remembering who we are as the I am, might look at that same app and have a completely different perspective, a completely different perception. Pretty soon that's going to say 75 million. I just know it is. I know it is. I'm meant to be a multimillionaire. Money gets easier and easier to make or bring in. Money's an energy, and energy loves me, so money loves me. Money loves me. Money chases me down. There's just a difference in interpretation or a difference in perspective based on who you are. Now, again, this video isn't trying to tell you to start sifting through all the different versions of yourself. No, this video is to say, if you're trying to change your life, if you're trying to change a certain area in your life, how have you been viewing that area? Are you still telling the story that it's not here yet? Because even thinking it's not here yet can be different in regards to which version of self you are. It's not here yet. I don't see it in 3D reality yet, but I know that's meant for me. I know I'm going to have this. I know I am. I know it's mine because I am the I am. Versus, I don't see it yet, and it's probably never going to happen. It's probably going to be a million years. I don't even know why I bother doing this manifestation shit. Never works. 2 different responses. 2 different versions of yourself. And the amazing part is you have access to every single version of you possible. All of the infinite you have access to from moment to moment to moment to moment. Is this a message to start beating up on yourself because you catch yourself thinking like shit? No. The fact you caught yourself, the fact that you were aware of it means you're becoming clearer. You're becoming more aware. And you're changing. So no, we don't beat ourselves up. But if you're really sitting there questioning, what is going on? Why hasn't anything changed yet? Then be honest with yourself. What are you in conviction of? What are you in complete conviction of? Because at every given moment, we're in conviction of something. We are in fulfillment of something. We trust and believe in something. Do we trust and believe? Are we in conviction of? Do we trust that we don't have what we want and it probably will never come? Or are we in conviction of, I am that self now? And it's okay that I don't see it exactly right in front of me in physical reality. But I know enough about all of this to know that every single thing I'm experiencing is a part of me having that desire. Hence why I can claim I am that self now. 2 different perspectives, 2 different selves. So, to summarize, if what you want isn't here, and you find yourself questioning, where is it? Why isn't it here yet? Then ask yourself sincerely, what do I really believe about that area in my life? Or what have I been truly thinking, saying, declaring, believing about that area? So using the example again, if you're manifesting a specific person, well, what's the story you've been telling? When you think about your specific person, where's your mind go? Where's that dwelling state that we lean back into? That you're going to be doing this forever? They're never going to change. You just can't even imagine your specific person showing up and truly choosing you? Or that you are the light of consciousness and you know you will have your loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. She sounds in every single time. I think Daddy's home. So on that note, we will leave it here. Remember, you're the light of consciousness. You have a choice. You have a choice of what reality you're in. So what is your choice? Who are you today? And if you're not sure and you're still confused or you still feel like it's never going to happen, well, then I triple dog dare you to show up to my Halloween live stream tomorrow and you ask me anything you want. And on that note, happy day before Halloween and I'll see y'all tomorrow.